I'm gonna do pork loins for dinner tonight because of course it's been a bit, so let's go ahead and get them prepped so that they can sit and rest for a bit before they go in the oven later. First thing I'm going to do is just take my fork and I'm just going to stab a whole bunch of holes all over it. Both of them. Alright, holes are punched, so let's go ahead and make our sauce mixer that's going to go over it. So let's grab a bowl. So the first thing that I'm adding is Worcestershire sauce, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to actually add quite a bit because I really like it with meat. I'm going to add just a little bit of A1 original. About a tablespoonish of garlic. And then lastly, just some mustard. My little fridge fetcher and putter away, Jackson. Can you say hello?
Hello.
Hello. Bye-bye. Now that we got it all in there, we're just going to mix it. This is what it'll look like once you're done, and we're just going to pour it evenly over each of these and season it up. All we're going to use, since we already have garlic on it, is onion powder and probably some Creole. I'm not going to do slap your mama because we do have people in the house that are sick right now, and I may put a little bit of paprika on it. Alright, now that that's all seasoned and marinating, we're just going to let it sit until we're ready to cook, probably about here in an hour. Alright, so preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Once that's preheated, we'll go ahead and pop in our pork loins for 20 minutes, and again, I'll remind you when we put it in. One of the sides that we're making is rice, so we're going to do about 3 cups of rice and about 4 cups of water. Alright, we put the lid on, and then once we put the pork loin in, which will literally be here in just a moment, we'll go ahead and start it, and it'll get done about the same time. Alright, oven's preheated. Let's go ahead and get our meat in. And again, this is a pork tenderloin, so we are cooking it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. Make sure to start your rice. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get out another pot. Just for corn, we're going to do corn on the cob. Corn is in. Let's go ahead and add our water just to cover the corn. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add salt and pepper. What I'm going to do now is heat to a boil over high heat. And then once it starts boiling, I'm going to reduce the heat and then allow it to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. Alright, add our lid and reduce our heat. And let boil for 8 to 10 minutes. Alright, so we just pulled it out of the oven, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I could find my meat thermometer so we could check the temperature. We're only sitting at about 120 for internal temps, so we're going to put it back in for a few more minutes, probably about 5 more minutes. Corn's done. Alright, so we did indeed hit the 140 degrees of internal temperature this time, so we are just going to let them sit and rest for about 10 minutes before we serve. Dinner's ready!